everyone. As the saying goes, books fall open, you fall in. It is like you are tied to the story and can never turn around. Hello, my name is Elisa Atiwong. I am a 16 years old science student from SMK Pinawantai, Kudat. As Mark Twain once said, classic, a book that people praise but never read. I am holding a book entitled Anne of Green Gables by Montgomery, which is a classic. It is one of my favorite reads this year. I wouldn't say that it is easy to read, but no worries, because at the end of the chapters, it lists some words and phrases used in the book. It is still a good stepping stone for someone who hasn't read any classic yet. Anne of Green Gables follow Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert, an unmarried siblings who live on their ancestral farm, Green Gables, in the quiet town of Avonlea in Prince Edward Island, Canada. Matthew is 60. Since he is getting too old to handle the farm work independently, they decide to adopt an orphan boy to help him. It didn't go their way because the orphanage sent a red-headed girl instead. The red-headed girl is Anne. Anne is the main character. Anne is an imaginative, high-spirited girl who speaks her mind. I really love her personality. As you can see, my outfit is inspired by her. I also love how she is wonderfully similar to what I thought and what I felt when I was a child. Besides that, I also love how Gilbert and Anne's love story is written. When they first meet, Gilbert taunts Anne by calling her carrots and pulling her braids, which results in Anne screaming at him and smashing a slate over his head. That's where a rivalry between them began. The rivalry becomes more friendly because they both go to Queen's Academy. After 5 years of rivalry, they forge a close friendship. I have learned from this book that there's beauty in everything. Anne's love for nature is inspiring. It taught us to be outside, smell the flowers, take in the beauty, and never take it for granted. She even made us glad to live in a world with Octobers. Besides that, you should prioritize your education. At first, school is just a place for Anne to gossip with her classmates. But she becomes a dedicated scholar as she catches up academically. Her conversation is peppered with poetry that remind us how her intellectual work has paid off in a depth of knowledge. Very inspiring. Lastly, I've also learned that you should accept the way you are. Anne has low self-esteem and is very insecure of her red hair, which she tries to dye it and it turns green. She also wishes that she could be called Cordelia. For young girls out there who are often surrounded by messages that they should change their body, their hair, and even skin to fit the image they see in the media, Anne's journey to self-acceptance reminds us that we can find beauty in any form, even in our own. Anne of Green Gables is a must read for teenage girl. This version of the book is pretty affordable. I got this for only 13 ringgit and 15 cents. So girls out there, you should get this book. And that's that. Thank you for listening to my review. See you again!